Welcome to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. I'm your host, Amy White, board-certified holistic nutritionist, certified life coach, and women's weight loss specialist. This show is for real women living real lives, women who are tired of extremes, done with quick fixes, and ready to feel better in their body without turning their life upside down. Here, we focus on simple, sustainable strategies that work in your actual life. We talk about food, metabolism, mindset, and the quiet shifts that lead to real transformation. Let's get started. Hello, Simplifiers. Welcome back to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. I'm your host, Amy White, board-certified holistic nutritionist, life coach, and guide for women who are ready to stop dieting and finally feel in control around food. Today, I want to talk about something that keeps so many women stuck: the difference between willpower and self-discipline. If you've ever told yourself, I just need to try harder, or I was doing so good until I lost control, this episode is definitely for you. So let's get into it. Let me start by just telling you why this topic came up. I was away for the last week with my children and my grandchildren, my husband, and we were all in a very small mountain cottage, and there was a lot of food. That refrigerator was stuffed with food. So the first 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, I kind of noshed. I kind of nibbled sort of throughout the day. There weren't really set meals. We did sit down and, have something for dinner, but I wasn't even really hungry for dinner because we kind of been nibbling all day. And that went on for, like I said, 2 days. But by Monday, I realized that that's not how I like to eat. That doesn't actually make me feel good. My daughter suggested that we go downtown and get breakfast. I thought, no, we did that on Saturday. I had the eggs, I had the homemade bread, I had the potatoes. It was delicious and I enjoyed it. But today's Monday and I'm done with that. They went down, the kids and my daughter went down and they got breakfast. I did not feel like I was missing out. I wasn't struggling to deny myself something that I wanted. I was actually looking at my body and looking forward at what it is that I really want, how I want to feel, how I want to look, and realized that going down and having that yummy American breakfast again was not going to make me feel the way I wanted to feel. So I chose, based on my awareness around how I was feeling, how I wanted to feel, and how I wanted to move forward feeling and looking, I chose not to have the breakfast. It was through this awareness of what I truly want long term, not in the moment. And this is where that difference between willpower and self-discipline comes in. Willpower gets a lot of credit in the weight loss world. It's praised like a virtue, something you either have or you don't. But here's the truth. Willpower is unreliable. It's short term and it always burns out. Maybe you've experienced this. You're being good. You're eating less, skipping meals, avoiding your favorite foods. You're white-knuckling your way through it. The cravings hit and you tell yourself, just hold out, until you can't. One bad moment, a stressful day, a glass of wine, a missed meal, a family crisis, and suddenly you're elbow deep in a bag of chips or standing in front of the freezer with a spoon in the ice cream. Then comes the guilt, the frustration. The cycle starts all over again. Here's why this keeps happening. You're ignoring your hunger. You're denying your needs. You're trying to control your biology with brute force. That's willpower, and it always ends in a crash. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is something entirely different. It's not about force. It's about support. Self-discipline is what happens when you actually listen to your body and work with it instead of against it. It means building meals that leave you satisfied and satiated, where every cell in your body gets what it needs so your brain isn't yelling at you to eat again an hour later. Let me be clear. Discipline isn't restriction. It's not about being good. It's about creating a system that makes your success feel natural. When your meals are built around protein, real food, and what works for your body, your appetite calms down, your cravings quiet down, you stop obsessing over food all day. That is self-discipline, and it's built on awareness, not willpower. Here's the other piece that no one talks about. Most of us aren't just fighting hunger, we're fighting emotional discomfort. We've trained ourselves to eat when we're bored, anxious, overwhelmed, or lonely. And then we wonder why food feels so out of control. This is where true discipline comes in. Not to avoid the feelings, but to actually feel them. To notice when it's an emotional hunger. To pause and ask, what do I actually need right now? That's the real work. If you take nothing else from today, I want you to remember this. Willpower is white knuckling. Self-discipline is self-awareness. Self-discipline grows when you learn to nourish your body in a way that feels good, not forced. When you stop trying to starve away your cravings and start building meals that truly satisfy your body. That's the shift my clients make inside my Hangry to Healthy program. And that's the shift I want for you. Before you reach for that next snack or feel frustrated about your food choices, take a breath and ask yourself, am I actually hungry or just uncomfortable, bored, tired, anxious, lonely? If so, why? Who are you with? What are you doing? Second question, what would it feel like to support your body right now instead of trying to control it? Question 3, what kind of meal or snack would leave me feeling both full and satisfied? Question number 4, am I eating to avoid something or to nourish myself? Question number 5, what do I need more of today? Protein, rest, movement, calm. Question 6, how can I make my next meal feel easier, not harder? And the final question you can ask yourself, what's one small choice I can make today that brings me closer into balance rather than burnout? These questions aren't about being perfect. They're about getting curious. The more you understand what your body's asking for, the less you need to push through with willpower. This is how self-discipline actually becomes self-care. That's all for today. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. If something in today's episode got you thinking, or if you're ready to stop guessing and start feeling better in your body, I'd love to invite you to schedule a free consult call. It's a chance to take a breath, look at what's working, what's not, and explore how you might simplify your path forward. No pressure, just a thoughtful conversation. You'll find the link in the show notes. I truly look forward to connecting. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep going.